Yes, guys, welcome back to the Lads podcast. So here with Ben and Cameron. Boys, how you doing?
Yeah, good, mate. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, all good, mate.
Nice one. Right, first, talking about this weekend's fixtures. So start off with Palace Tottenham. Ben, what's your thoughts on the game?
I think it'll be a good one, to be honest. I think now the window's shut, obviously Vieira's got the players he wants, and with same Nuno they've got to work with. I do see it being comfortable for Tottenham, to be honest. From Vieira's past experience manager, he's got nothing good. So I think it'll be a walk in the park for Tottenham. But I think if Vieira can get the players working, it'll be a promising Palace team for this season.
Yeah, what's your score prediction if you're going to pick one?
2-0 Tottenham.
2-0 at Palace. That's a big one. What about you, Cam?
At Palace.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a cagey game. I think though Tottenham will score a couple goals on the counter. Vieira's not really had time with the team to implement his ideas, and to be honest, I don't really rate him that much as a manager.
Fair enough.
Yeah, or the player. But yeah, no,
he's already started.
I think it will be 2-0 or 3-0 Tottenham.
Fair play. I mean, Palace isn't the easiest place to go to, is it? But still, it's Tottenham. They'll ruin it up at some point this season anyway. Moving on to the 3 o'clock kickoffs. Start off with Arsenal against Norwich. I mean, where do we start with that one?
Relegation derby, I think.
100%.
It's just embarrassing, isn't it, really? How do you lose to Brentford, Chelsea and City? I can understand Chelsea and City, but Brentford's a bit...
It's just in the manner that you guys lost is kind of absolutely demolished by City and by Lukaku as well.
Oh, man. And when Xhaka, I mean, it's like, you know when he made that tackle, he just thought, I'm getting off this pitch. I don't want to play anymore. I'm just giving up.
Can't really blame him, to be honest.
Nothing was really going through his head there. It was just straight in.
He does that all the time.
No thinking.
Like, he had such a good Euros, and everyone thought he's going to be a player. And then it's just like, really? You know, he signs a new contract. He's still as bad as he used to be. And there's no improvement at Arsenal. But Norwich, they might probably get a win, actually.
I mean, Norwich have got a goal this season, at least.
Yeah.
They've got that on you.
To be honest, I think Arsenal will win it comfortably. I think 2-0. Needs to be a bit of a bounce back from the previous results. And
yeah.
I mean, Arsenal at home as well.
Is Partey still injured?
Nah, him, Gabriel, the centre-back, and Ben White are all back.
Yeah, so you have quite a good, strong team, I think. Yeah. I think there'll be a bit of a bounce back.
We can see.
If there's not, then there's this big problem. I say 2-0.
Ben, what are you saying score-wise?
I'll say 2-1. I don't trust the Arsenal defence, but it'll be much more comfortable than a 2-1 win, but the end result will be 2-1.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Next game we've got is Brentford against Brighton. Brentford, they've not had a bad start this season, to be fair. Ben, I know you hate them. But they've not, have they lost a game yet? I don't.
No, they haven't.
I mean, what's your thoughts on them and the game against Brighton?
I'll be as unbiased as possible. I hate them, but they're doing good so far. I mean, they have got a very good manager. I reckon he's not one of the best managers. That's a bit of exaggeration, but he's definitely like top half managers in the Premier, I reckon.
Yeah. He's
just yet to prove it. And I don't know how long they'll get away with playing this style, but I do think with their new formation change they've gone to, it has worked out well for them. The only thing is Brighton are very good attacking, and Brentford do leave gaps at the back. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
Yeah. Cam, what about you, mate?
I haven't really watched much of Brentford. Obviously, Ben was watching them last season. But they look exciting. That's one thing. I think they look quite an exciting team. Great striker. So, yeah, I think it will be maybe a lead season if they're lucky, push up the table a little bit.
Well, we haven't said much about Brighton, have we, either? I mean, what's your thoughts on them? Do you reckon?
They lost their, second best centre-back. Yeah. They lost one of their main players.
They've got a good manager in Graham Potter, though, haven't they? To be fair, he's done pretty well.
Average manager, I'd say.
Do you reckon?
Keep him up. Yeah, keep him up. But won't do anything major.
Yeah. Ben, any thoughts? Or?
Yeah, I think Brighton, I reckon the style of play and how they actually set up is quite well. It's just the players don't perform. Like, if they expected goals and look at the output, it's just not matching up. I think that's the main issue. I could easily see a draw in this game, to be honest.
Draw. So what? 1-1, 2-0, 0-0.
Nah, it's definitely got goals. I'll say 1-0.
Cam?
2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford. It's both fair shouts, to be fair. They're moving on to a pretty big game next. Leicester against Man City. And it's at the King Power. So, I mean, Leicester home fans. I mean,
Man City might have Scott Carson and go, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, because Ederson and all the Brazilians have been ruled out.
Yeah, and Stefan's got COVID.
Has he?
Oh.
Yeah, apparently. So apparently Carson will be their keeper. So that's what I mean. Depending on how that goes, depends on the scoreline, really, for me.
I didn't know that. That's a game changer, really. Cam?
Yeah, no,
Do you reckon Man City might win it, or?
I still think Man City will landslide win it. Because De Bruyne's back. They have Grealish playing. Foden's back. Their attack is just phenomenal.
I mean, even with the injuries, they should be winning.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, mate.
So I say it will be a 3-4-0.
3-4-0. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, would you say?
I think Man City will absolutely demolish them.
Really?
That's my prediction. Yeah.
To be fair, you know what?
Man City will do what Man City do.
Yeah, but Soyuncu, he was such a good player last season. And from what I've seen of him this season, he's just lazy. He's been sent off against the Netherlands, wasn't it, for 2 stupid tackles?
Yeah.
Like, it sort of seemed like, I don't want to say he doesn't care, but...
I think Leicester, I don't know what's happening this season. They're just not started well at all. I don't know if it's just...
I expected Iheanacho to kick on, but...
Yeah, I don't know if they dropped out of the top 4
2
years in a row.
Vardy a bit more.
Yeah. I think Leicester are just going to be a 5th, 6th place team for the next few years. They're better. They're much improved than they ever used to be. But they just don't seem to have the minerals to go into the top 4 at this moment in time, I don't think. But
yeah, that's fair enough.
Saying Man City wins all round then, yeah?
Yeah, what do you guys think the scores will be? I think it will be City winning quite comfortably.
I think 3-1 City. I think Leicester will get a counter of some sort.
I reckon Leicester will have a good game, but yeah, I'm saying 2-1, 3-1 City. It's going to be Man City. Right, moving on to the one that we're here to talk about. Man United against Newcastle. I think we're going to have to start off with Cam on this one. Karen, what have you got to tell us about Man United, man?
Mate, I would say this is the biggest Premier League game. It's going to be the most watched. If it wasn't a 3 p.m. kickoff, it would be the most watched Premier League game in the past couple of years. That isn't a final day game, or Ronaldo coming back to make his debut, hopefully full debut. I don't think he'll start on the bench because today he did an interview saying he's been asking Ole to start him. Huge game depending on the midfield selection.
Why is that?
I think the Brazilian player thing will be overturned because Liverpool are kind of campaigning for it to be overturned. So if Fred plays, with a 50-50 chance, it could literally be a loss. I mean, if you watched him against Wolves, I don't think I've ever seen a worse performance from a footballer. Genuinely, he was lost on the pitch. I was swearing at the TV. He's the worst player that's put a United shirt on. I would have Jesse Lingard play in the CDM position over him, and I promise you he'd do a better job.
What about Donny van der Beek then? Does he deserve
I don't know
start?
if you guys saw it. He did a podcast with Vibe with Five with Rio Ferdinand.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, he had a loan move to Everton secured on deadline day. Ollie called and said, turn up to training tomorrow. Your loan's cancelled. We're going to use you, like he said last season. Donny in the podcast said he'll play any role. He'll play 6, he'll play 8. He knows he can't play 10 in front of Bruno. And Rio asked him what was his preferred position, and he said he'd play in the holding or deeper midfield role for United. So, yeah, if he played, I think he'd be perfect because you can't be worse than Fred. it's physically impossible. Donny's a phenomenal player. He can defend well. He's an Ajax academy player. You know, their players can play anywhere.
Yeah.
And yeah, comparing him to Fred is like uncomparable, to be honest.
I mean, I do think Ollie's sort of abusing him a bit. Like, obviously not in that way, but like he's keeping him, and he doesn't want to lose him in case anything horrific happens. But he's playing Matic, he's playing whoever ahead of him, and it's sort of like,
mate, I'll tell you the list of players in front of Donny. Yeah, Jesse Lingard was out he was outcast. Ole didn't play him. Ole said the other day, if Jesse was fit, he would have started him. He would have started him against Southampton. Jesse Lingard, he would have started Jesse Lingard. I mean, great player, don't get me wrong, but great player for a mid-table team.
yeah,
Donny is the last. He played Mata, 30. How old's Mata? 33, 32. Old man, got no legs. He started him over Donny. Started Matic over Donny. Started Jesse. He plays Jesse over Donny. Mate, I don't understand it, to be honest.
Yeah, Ben, what's your thoughts on the squad, United squad as well?
I think Ollie's just got, I don't know what it is, but he's got his starting 11. He's got the dream starting 11, one of the best in the league. And then he doesn't want to look past
on paper.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. I mean, there's a debate for it, but it's definitely on paper, easily top 3.
I say, personally, I'd say the best on paper. Best left back. Yeah. Best centre back in England. English centre back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Phenomenal Euros. One of the best centre backs in the world. Varane, top 3, 100%. Great. Good right back. Good at defending. Shitty CDM. 2 of the best midfielders in the world. Pogba, Bruno. And the most expansive attack along with City. You have Ronaldo. Top 2 best strikers in the world. Top 3. One of the best players of all time. He has every single asset to win. And if people complain about the CDM, some of the greatest teams have always had one average player, Man City don't have a striker. They're still say they can challenge, they're not saying, oh, we don't have a striker, so we're not going to win. No, they think they can win. Chelsea have 3 midfielders. They've sent out Gilmore and some other guy on loan. Everyone doesn't have exactly what they need, but Ollie should be at least challenging for the Prem this season and winning a trophy.
Yeah. I mean, have you got anything to add to that, Ben?
No, I agree with everything, to be honest. I think United will be challenging for the title. I don't think they will win it, but I think a trophy minimum, whether it's Champions League, Europa League, FA Cup, one of them has to be. And yeah, like I said, starting 11, you can easily argue he's one of the best. But I think it's when it gets to the bench, Ollie's just reluctant to use it. You can see that with subs as well.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And the players he has on his bench are phenomenal.
I mean, yeah, moving on just slightly, just across Newcastle, do they stand a chance?
No, not even in the Premier League as a whole.
Do you not think?
I honestly think they're awful.
Yeah, they're relegation candidates hugely. I mean, what is their possession stats the lowest in the league? I think I'm right.
Yeah,
they're professional footballers who cannot hold the ball. It makes no sense.
Yeah. No.
But there's two ways Saturday can go. It can be the perfect day for United because we're a very bipolar team. We'll have the most amazing, Fred plays well. The team, we keep hold of the ball. We won't lose it in stupid areas. Ronaldo will score. Or it could go the other way as 70% possession, 65% possession, and Newcastle score on the break and clench it.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think Ronaldo is gonna do this season?
20 goals.
What goal-wise?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you think he's going to be good or?
Yeah, I think the good thing with it as well is a lot of teams, when you're going to get the main player Ronaldo, you've got to build around him. I think he just slots into United. They've always had that striker like Cavani, and the mobility he has is just a bonus, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think he's playing as a winger, though.
No,
he'd be straight down the middle easily.
100%. The only issue is Ronaldo doesn't really defend. Like, it doesn't work back at all like Cavani does.
There was an
Yeah.
interesting point made the other day, though, wasn't there? When I can't remember, it was either, I think it was someone like Berbatov or whatever, who said Ronaldo's success was based on Rooney when he was at United. Because Ronaldo was the one to finish off all the goals. And don't get me wrong, he scored some worldies, yeah. But Rooney was the one covering for him. He was doing the hard yards.
Yeah,
And he
putting
wasn't
the work in.
appreciated as much, was he, really? So
What you're going to notice is, I think it's always the case, you know, Ozil sacrifice. When Ronaldo goes to a team, players have to sacrifice themselves for him. So,
yeah.
you know, I mean, still, Ozil at Madrid, phenomenal. But think about if it was a different striker, Ozil could have had more goals. Or Dybala sacrificed himself the first year or two for Ronaldo. Rooney, obviously. I think you might see Bruno not get as many goals.
Yeah. But he'll be trying to assist Ronaldo more, and
yeah, the team will have that focal point as Ronaldo. I think that would be quite good.
And that's somewhere where Portugal are starting. For me, from what I've seen recently, and like, you know, when they played Northern Ireland the other day, when they were trying to hit Ronaldo every time just to get him that record. And I know it's a one-off. He's just trying to beat that mad record, but still, he's like, you've got to think about the win as well, because you've still got to qualify for something, and they're not too clear at the moment. But they managed to get away with it but it's a risky game if you're just trying to play it to one man all the time.
Just quickly though, watching Luke Shaw last night, just his ball delivery is
brilliant.
Is phenomenal.
Luke Shaw is one of the best in the world. Like,
I think he is the best at the moment. I think.
Yeah.
At the moment, there's no one better.
Yeah.
He's just so natural the way he crosses in that ball, and to Ronaldo, that's going to be. No one can compete in the air with Ronaldo. So
nah. Well, unless you got Ben White. But yeah,
you're having a laugh, mate.
Moving on then. Obviously, United was a big game and is a big game, but we've got Southampton against West Ham. Not a bad game, to be fair. It's not. If it was a 5 p.m. kickoff on Sky Sports, I wouldn't turn that game off. I'd probably watch that. Ben, what's your thoughts on that one?
I think it'll be a good game to watch. The neutral. I do think, even being at Southampton, West Ham should win this comfortably. I don't reckon a big game they'll control a lot, but I think they should win it comfortably, not have too much pressure on their goal, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean that Armstrong looks quite good, doesn't he? The new striker.
Oh,
yeah.
He's so quick. When we played, I mean, he was in on goal 1-on-1 with De Gea. De Gea made a great save, but he moves across the ground like someone I've never seen before. It's incredible. Just watching him is like, oh my word, he's so quick.
They were all praising his work rate, weren't they? Really? So
yeah, it's the Championship cardio.
They press a lot, and I mean that is one thing. Southampton's press. If West Ham can bypass that, I think they will be comfortable.
Southampton's press reminded me of Leeds in the Championship, where they were so good at pressing and they were so good until halfway through the season, and then they dipped off. And that was like Leeds in the Championship, because they were top 4 at one stage as well, weren't they, Southampton? And then they started getting
last season.
Yeah,
they were. They were doing
I think
really
this year it's completely different with Southampton.
Yeah,
I think they're looking towards the lower end.
Yeah, I think they filled. I mean, Danny Ings, what a player, but they kind of filled it quite well.
Yeah.
With Armstrong, I think it's not too bad. You know, they could have brought in a really young kid who would have failed, like that Liverpool lad did at.
Yeah.
Where was it?
Oh, Brewster.
Yeah. They kind of, I don't know what they were doing there, to be honest, but yeah, I think though Declan Rice he's phenomenal, isn't he?
He's amazing.
As a player, and for West Ham, he just
amazing. Like there was just like when Shaw was quite out of position, or he was trying to follow a different man, or even Walker. I know Walker's got like loads of pace and he can easily get back, but Rice was always there. So he sits in the middle and he either goes either side just to cover for them. And it's not seen that often nowadays, but that is really like such a good trait in a player to have, like willing to put in the graft to cover your own teammates. Or there's times where Maguire was doing brilliant runs and Rice would just drop in off pitcher. And it's sort of like, you know.
I mean, the traditional CDM is kind of like, there's not many of them left, are there?
No.
because everyone's kind
Yeah.
of box to box.
Everyone tries to
And he's a-
overcomplicate it nowadays.
He's a proper CDM.
Yeah.
Solid.
He's
solid
hard
player.
as well, isn't he? To be fair.
And you can see with West Ham's valuation of him, they know what they have on
Yeah.
their hands.
It's another Grealish situation in terms of transfers, isn't it? Because I mean, they don't really want to get let go of him, but they'll be able to demand a lot for him as well now, won't they?
The only people that will pay that money for him are Chelsea. With what they're demanding, 100 mil.
I could see
Yeah.
Liverpool
90 mil.
potentially. Only reason is
I-
Henderson's coming to his end, and they need a new DM. I think.
No, Liverpool they've got other targets. I know one of them I'm seeing is Bellingham at the moment.
Yeah, Bellingham. Yeah,
And they've got Curtis Jones coming through as well.
I think they'll do Bellingham. I think they'll get that deal done.
Yeah, fair enough. So what do we reckon then? Southampton or West Ham winning?
West Ham.
West Ham, 100%. I'll go 2-0 West Ham, I reckon. I mean, they blitzed past Leicester. And I think they'll do similar.
Yeah, 2-3-0.
2-3-0. Fair enough.
Mikel Antonio, what a beast. He's in my fantasy team.
Next game, we've got Watford against Wolves. It's not a bad game, but it's not most enticing. I think Wolves have got to pull the win out of the bag here.
I think Wolves look good against United, to be fair.
They look very good. Well, I think Fred made them look good, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, that helped as well. But on the counter, I think their loan signing Trincao was amazing.
Yeah.
I think they do.
Isn't he?
Yeah, on loan.
Yeah.
I think he's a great signer. I think they'll be a big threat for Watford.
Well, is that Watford though? So it's at Vicarage Road. They've got a few new signings. They've got Josh King. They've Hernandez as well. They've signed. Is that? I can't remember. But he's South American winger, and he looks pretty good. To be fair, I reckon that could be another Richarlison situation where they sell him on to a bigger club. I know Everton aren't the biggest, but still, it's a bigger club, isn't it? I mean,
I think Watford are doing right. I reckon they will stay up, but Wolves are looking better and better each time, really. And I think with the international break, with getting the players how the manager wants them, this should really be a win for Wolves.
So what we're saying, Cam?
Yeah, I think Wolves win. They've been unlucky in their past couple of games, so I think luck will catch up with them.
I mean, they've played three great teams. They've played Leicester, Tottenham, and United.
They should have beat United.
They've all been close 1-0 games.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Fair enough. So we reckon Wolves are just going to edge it, or do you reckon it'll be a comfortable one? Because they've been lacking goals, haven't they?
I reckon they'll edge it.
I'm going 1-0 Wolves, I reckon.
Yeah, 1-0.
Yeah, I agree with you, boys. Final game on Saturday, we've got Chelsea against Villa at Stamford Bridge. I think we all know Chelsea will probably win, but it's not a bad game, to be fair, because Villa, they've lost Grealish, but they've made a few good signings, and it's not.
Yeah, no, that's going to be a great game, I think. Villa's team is looking strong. Leon Bailey's looking good. I mean, they signed Ings as well.
That Villa team in a few weeks is going to be amazing once they actually gel together.
Yeah.
Buendia as well. I mean, he scored a brilliant goal the other day, didn't he?
And he's amazing.
And Tom, sorry to rub salt in your wounds, but when Buendia chooses Aston Villa over Arsenal, he knows it's bad, mate.
It's what it is. I mean, to be fair, the only thing I can say about that is, it obviously they did clearly want Buendia, but and Fabrizio Romano did even admit this. Ødegaard was our number one target all along, and we ended up with him. So,
to be honest, Buendia is a proper player.
How old is Buendia? Is he
22, 23?
So him and Ødegaard are the same age then.
He's proper young.
Yeah.
I think Buendia's got that little star factor about him. He can make something out of nothing, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it'll be a good game, but Chelsea should win.
No. Yeah. I agree with you boys. To be fair.
Yeah. It's hard to disagree with a Chelsea win, to be honest.
Lukaku hat trick.
Oh. Not quite, but I think he might get a brace.
Yeah, it will definitely get one at least, won't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Spen, what are you saying? What's the score?
2-0 Chelsea, I reckon.
2-0.
Can't see them conceding with their defence.
No, fair shout, Cameron.
Yeah, I say 2-1.
2-1. Yeah,
2-1.
I think I'll just go 2-1 as well because I can see Villa scoring. To be fair, it's just
Yeah, me too.
I don't know if it's going to be a lucky one. It could just be like one bounces off his shin or something. But I can just see, edging it, just getting it. Yeah. Sunday. Well, only one game on Sunday, which is a bit odd. All of them pretty much are on Saturday. Is Leeds against Liverpool. 4:30 kickoff at Elland Road. It's not a bad game, especially with Leeds fans. Yeah, I mean,
all I'm going to say is Dan James masterclass.
Yeah.
No chance.
Dan James is a good player, and he'll thrive at Leeds.
Do you reckon?
I say 12 goals this season from Dan.
12 goals.
Absolutely useless against low. Yeah, 12. Yeah, I think he's absolutely useless against low block teams, but he's playing for Leeds.
Yeah, that is a shout, to be fair, because it's always just up and down, isn't it?
And I just think Dan James in space, and his work rate is incredible. Dan James in space, running through on goal. You're not going to catch him.
Yeah.
He might not score. Finishing's not phenomenal, but I think Dan James will be a shock player, and everyone will go, "Why did United sell him?" That's my thing.
Fair play, Ben. You got any thoughts?
Liverpool should win.
I'm not a fan of Dan James, to be honest. I've never rated him, but I do think if there's a player to fit Leeds, is him. I mean, they showed that trying to get him 3 years ago as well.
Yeah, but you love Sterling, though, don't you, Ben?
No, I don't, and I still stand by that.
Ben, should we tell Cameron what happened in the first time we were recording on the podcast?
What happened?
Do you want to tell him?
Basically, we're going through the England team, and I said it's nothing personal, but I hate Sterling. It's nothing against him, but I just don't like him as a player.
So he was just, and Ben just couldn't get over it for the next half an hour, and I was just it was quite funny, to be fair.
And
Sterling played really well for England,
but Ben still doesn't like him.
No.
I don't think he had a great Euros, to be honest.
Oh, come on, mate! No, are you serious?
But we're not going to get into this, okay? We're not going to get into this, but with his quality of how he's seen before, he just done what he should be doing.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
No.
I don't know, mate.
But
if every player had done what they should be doing, games would be 12-0. Harry Kane should be scoring a hat trick every game. Then
wasn't he the top scorer as well?
He was.
Oh, come on, mate! You can't just say he didn't do well. Oh.
Listen, all right. We'll go back to Leeds Liverpool.
Yeah, right.
Like I said, I think Dan James just fits Leeds so well. And I don't think he'll get 12 goals, but 12 goal contributions I can see happening.
Yeah. I mean, we haven't spoken much
maybe
about
12 was a bit of a stretch. Maybe 12 was a bit of a stretch. Maybe 10.
Maybe 4.
I can see him doing it, though. I can.
Yeah, I can see him getting better stats in the past few seasons. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah, easily.
100%.
I mean, look at Willock. He was an example, wasn't he? He goes down to a lower club where they just play more expansive, and yet he goes and gets 8 consecutive goals.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
I think Liverpool with Van Dijk is scary.
It is. Yeah.
I mean, is there a better centre back in the world than him?
Yeah.
There's not. Just the way he plays football is he doesn't even look like he's stressed. Doesn't look like he's trying.
Yeah. He's rapid as well. And he doesn't look like it. But the thing is, no one's considering Liverpool as title challengers.
They 100% are.
But no one's saying it, are they? It's always United, Chelsea, and City, and Liverpool seem to be written out for some reason. But I don't know what you boys think, but I don't think they should just yet. Especially, I mean,
they have the same team that won the league. They just added Thiago.
They got Jota now.
Jota's phenomenal as well.
I think they could.
I mean,
definitely challenge.
Mane's not in form though, but Jota is. So.
And then they've got Firmino, the defensive striker. So,
they've been playing Jota as a striker. I think.
Yeah, and his goal record for Liverpool's amazing.
Yeah, he's a great player. Great player.
Yeah, I think Liverpool are a great shout, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. As long as they don't get any injuries.
Yeah, that's true.
But,
any key players.
As a United fan, I'd love Pickford to do another one on Van Dijk. That would be amazing. Maybe maybe do both legs this time. Be better.
Let's do the other one.
Yeah, do both, mate. Not just the other one, both.
What's the full-time thoughts then? The score? Liverpool or
No,
Leeds?
do you remember when was it Leeds who'd done over Liverpool beginning of last season?
But it was their
Leeds or
first game.
someone
Was
else?
like 3-0 or something
I
like
was
that.
with you at that point, wasn't I, Ben? And you and me were like, "Oh, should we bet on this or something?" I said, "Ben, I'm going for it," and you were
Van
like,
Dijk played.
"Huh?"
And Van Dijk played. That was a full Liverpool team then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the very first game. I'm looking here. It's 4-3 to Liverpool. It finished.
Yeah.
But it was like end to end though, wasn't it? Because there was no fans in the stadium. And I remember Harrison cut in. I think he nutmegged Van Dijk and smacked it into the near post.
Yeah.
He made them all look like mugs, and everyone thought Leeds are going to be a team this season. And then,
but they were though. Leeds played. I think Leeds played well last season, for considering.
Yeah.
Just got to hope they don't do a Sheffield though now, and
Yeah.
I
think Leeds' manager is too good, and they have quite a strong team of players.
Yeah.
I don't think they could get relegated at this moment.
No, I agree. I'm going 1-1, maybe 2.
Really?
Yeah, I think this one, because there's always one at the weekend where it's like, really? And I think
that really game is going to be City Leicester. I think City will demolish them.
Dear.
And no one will think about it. Yeah, but I say Liverpool 2, Leeds 0. I think Van Dijk will shut it out.
It's a fair shout. You can't like Ben.
Yeah, I reckon 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah, it depends what Leeds do. If they got Calvin Phillips playing as well, because Penn's obviously England international. I think without Phillips, they could easily collapse. It could be 3 or 4.
However, though, I've just realised if they don't have the Brazilians in, they don't have Alisson, they don't have Fabinho, Firmino, but Leeds won't have Rafinha either, and that's a big loss.
Yeah,
there.
Yeah, but they'll play Dan James instead.
Still, for Leeds, it's not really a loss. It's more for Liverpool.
Yeah,
I mean, if they can start, is it Adrian?
I guess so.
Do you really like Adrian? I don't know.
Yeah, no, Liverpool will struggle this weekend if the Brazilian thing goes through.
Yeah.
But I somehow have a sneaky feeling it won't. I think it will get revoked.
Yeah,
I've seen Liverpool come out saying something like FA don't have the basis, like to actually be able to put the ban through.
They're not going to do it, you say?
No, they don't have the basis or like the backup to actually like the reasoning to do it.
Yeah, that's a heartbreak for United as Reds,
Oh no, you've got to play him now. Final game then, Monday night, Everton Burnley, probably the most exciting game of the weekend. What are we? What's the thoughts on that? Everton, not a bad.
It's going to be such a dull game.
Yeah, I'm saying 3-0, 3-1 Everton. I just think with Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison if he can play, but Richarlison can play, can't he? He's the one.
Yeah, because he went to the Olympics.
So yeah,
I see it being a draw.
A draw at Goodison.
Yeah, I can see like a 0-0.
Yeah.
It won't be the most enjoyable game, will it? But hopefully we're wrong and it's a 5-4 or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope so, but I've got much expectation.
Everton's midfield is a bit shaky with Rodriguez not wanting to be there and then Sigurdsson wanting to be in jail and I don't know. Yeah. Club's a bit lost their manager.
In a bit of a state right now.
I don't know. Who did they appoint as a new manager?
Rafa Benitez.
Oh yeah. No, to be fair, maybe Everton will win.
I think he's a solid manager, to be fair.
He's a great manager.
He's a good manager. Arsenal should have got him.
Nah. I'd much rather get someone like, even if it was Scott Parker.
Antonio Conte will never go to Arsenal. I think he'd rather shoot himself than go there.
Do you know who I think will be a surprising candidate if Arteta does go?
Hey.
What, the Kitman? Yeah. I see
that's
that.
A genuine.
He'd do really good there.
I could see that because I mean, even when Maddison was linked with Arsenal, and they asked Rodgers, what does he think about Maddison's links, and he went, to be honest, if Arsenal come because obviously we're not doing well right now, but he said if Arsenal come for you, you've definitely got to consider it, and it's sort of like if you went for him and offered him enough money, you know, and said we'll give you a 3-year contract to show you we like support you, then I mean, it's not like it's going to be bad money either from Arsenal, is it? So you probably would definitely consider it. But
the way Arsenal have set up now, I think with the new manager and give him a transfer window, and he can sign 2 good, like not world class, because to be honest, not many world class players want to come to. Not being rude, just not. If I was a world class player, I wouldn't want to go to Arsenal at the moment.
no, it's true. It's true. Yeah.
If you've signed some good young players, your team is not atrocious. You know, you have Saka, you've got Emil Smith-Rowe, you've got some good players. You've got Tierney, you've got 2 good centre backs. You've got Saliba out on loan, who's a good centre back. Yeah, you signed a right back who's actually a centre back, which doesn't make sense to me, to be honest.
It was quite interesting. I tell you,
he doesn't know where he's. He just said, "Oh, I'll get that kid. Where's he from? What was he playing? Oh, he plays in the back, mate. Oh yeah, sign him."
Now, one time, what we'll do is we'll do like little tactics, yeah, and show what we can see from how the team has been playing, and we'll show what sort
of
Arsenal
need a new manager.
With Arsenal, you can't see much.
Nah, because I watched an interesting video on AFTV the other day, and it was showing that quickly they obviously we play 4-2-3-1, yeah, but as default, it sort of shifts to a back 3, and Tierney goes up to left mid, Saka pushes off to the right wing, and it sort of ends up going to a 3-2 and then 3-2 again when we're attacking. It's really weird, and it has to be shown on the graph, but it's sort of like he wants to play Tomiyasu, Ben White, and Gabriel, but whether it works.
I've heard of none of those players in my life.
Heard Ben White.
Get out of here.
Who's Tomiyasu? Is he the sushi chef or something?
I can't lie. When he signed, I said to my mate, and I hope I regret this, yeah, but I was like, who's this guy, Tomiyasu? I've never heard of him before.
Yeah, no one knows him.
But I mean, I've watched a few videos.
Where did he come from?
Bologna.
Oh, okay. That's not a terrible team.
It's like Arsenal, but isn't it?
Some Serie A team.
Yeah. Someone's seen him on FIFA before.
Yeah. But yeah.
Arsenal are in the mud, and I'm here for it.
But yeah, thanks, boys. I appreciate it. That's all the fixtures. Cameron, Ben, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Till next time. Take it easy, guys.